Hey folks, we're going to do some refactoring that we meant to do on the last stream today in the Scottish Gaelic Tattoo Handbook app. It's going to be kind of a busy day of streaming because we're going to do this. Then later we're going to do some stuff with some formal verification of a different app that I'm working on. So you're welcome to stick around for all of it. You're welcome to just stick around for the iOS portion. But let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you what we're doing today. So this is our app, right? And when we click on any of these blog posts right now, we've got this window that comes up from the bottom on our menu screen. Basically, we want to do the same thing on our, or rather on the home screen. We want to do the same thing on the menu screen that we just saw right here on the home screen. So ultimately, this is the mock-up right here. When we click on this button, it's supposed to come up like this, exactly the same way as it does over here. So what I want to do is pull this functionality out of the HomeViewController so that we can also use it in the MenuViewController. So let's take a look at what we have so far. I've also got cookies. I'm going to be eating cookies during this, so hopefully that's okay with you. Let me get rid of this preview thing. Let's make it a little smaller. All right. Whoa. All right. So let's take a look at our home view controller here. We might also move some of these into groups because they're not very well organized right now. So we got this view. This is the way we do it right now. We have this view that we make and that we stick in like so. Where do we add our slide up? There. So what I want to do is I want to extract the slide up drawer view into a custom view. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a new file, call it a Swift file. Let's call it bottom drawer view. And that's going to inherit class bottom drawer view inherits from UI view, like so. And then, all right, so let's go see what we want to move. We want to move all this setup code. Wrong. Here. Let me open bottom drawer view on the right. Get rid of that. Don't need it. Nope. Goodbye. All right. So let me, let's get rid of this one too. Just give ourselves as much room as possible. So the thing that I want to take is all this stuff. So let's make an initializer. I wonder if we can just stick it all in the initializer. Let's do init. And what's it going to be? That. And then I'm going to do, okay, so here's what I want. All these, all this, wait. All these. I want to add everything drawer related. All drawer related crap. So I'm going to take that and do instead self.slideUp drawer view equals bottom drawer. Why can't I type? Bottom drawer view. Jeez. Okay. So now I'm going to paste all this And so what we're going to do is we're going to say self.frame. We have to import UI kit to get UI view. So now it shouldn't be upset about that. Okay, self.frame, yes. Self.background color, yes. This is supposed to be an equal sign. Learn to code, Chelsea Troy. Self.webView. So does it have a web view? We're going to need to pass in the super view right here. Super view, UI view. Whoa, 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 whoa. Super view dot. There we go. All right, hang on. Is it happy with that? Over here, we're going to have to do super view self.view. Okay. Now it's upset because this needs to be super view like that. All right. So we got a background view. This thing is going to need a web view. So let's just steal that from right there. Take that off. Web view, blah, blah, blah. Use of unresolved identifier, WK web view, because we need to get WebKit. All right. Let's do this. We're going to pass in the whole controller for now. Controller.view. And we'll deal with the calling later. Because this needs to be, we need the controller right there. Well, self.add subview. We'll deal with that in a second. Self.add subview, dismiss button. This will include what is this? Use of unresolved identifier, dismiss drawer. That's because the dismiss drawer method is over here. So now this is going to be controller self. Why are these on the same line? That is gross. Here we go. Now we need this thing. Yeah. Alright, so dismiss button, we'll worry about that in a second. Alright, so we got our drawer dismissal thing here. This is going to be controller.view. Now instead of self, controller. And this is what the frame is going to be. self.controller is going to be our target there. Anywhere where it says self, we need to be talking our controller now. We're going to say it has to be a WK navigation delegate for now. I think this is, yeah. Okay. We have a random super view sticking out here. And finally, use of unresolved identifier controller because we need to make this global. And then where we do controller equals self.controller equals controller. And then for clarity's sake, everything should really be self.controller, where it says controller. Pardon me. We already have self.controller. Yes, you do. Get with the times. Alright. Let's run it, see how it goes. Surely we will run into something. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be self.controller. Because it's still looking for this controller within the scope of this function. We don't have it. Anger. Self used in method call. Oh, right, because you have to. Okay. So this is going to be the initializer. And then we need to do. Oh, God. Alright, we have to override here. Override func. I don't remember what the thing is we have to override. When view did load is called, what do we want to do? How do we want to do this? I don't think will move is where you want this. Maybe we'll give it a custom thing for now, so this is what we're going to do. Func initialize, or func prepare. And then super.init. Here's what I would like to do. Prepare to install in controller. And then have this be a UI view controller. And get rid of this. And then I think you automatically get all of the initializers you need. like so. Self.slide up drawer view prepare to install in self. It's a little weird looking. Self used in property. Let's see what we get when we run that. It should fail for a different reason. Let's look this up. iOS view initializer. And then I specifically want results from the last year. So it looks like we have a view controller here. Do we have a custom UI view here? No. I want to know specifically about initializers as they relate to views. What does it say? No accessible initializers. Where's slide up drawer view? This is now going to be a bottom drawer view. Let's do this. What does that do? You must call a designated initializer of the superclass UI view. Well, I would like to call this one. So we're going to do something new. We are going to say return UI view with this frame. Yeah. And it's going to be for controller UI view controller, which is where it's going to get this. And then we're going to say self.controller equals controller, and then wherever we initialize that the other time, we're going to get rid of it. Nil is the only return value permitted in the initializer. So what happens to this? It just gets thrown away. hold on, iOS custom Swift view initializer. Let's see how this works. All right, we'll come back to that. Let's do this, super.init, because super is going to be a UI view. Oh my gosh, you gotta get rid of the red when I change something. Expect. Who does this match? Who does this match? Oh, I see. There we go. Right, it seems, okay, good. Fix. Why is, okay. All right, one more run to see if things start to succeed on this end. This, we have to send in self, and what was the argument label? 4. And then prepare, please stop doing that. Prepare to install is not going to take any arguments, actually. All right, all right, all right. Not all right. Where are we? What's the problem? Where are we at? What's wrong? Self.webview.load. Yeah, so it has to be, for now we're going to cheat and do self.slide up. Drawer, what is it called? Self.slide up drawer view. Just going to run it again and get the red line that way. There we go. Self.slide up drawer view.revview.load. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Sweet. Let's see if it still works. I have my doubts that it will. Well, how about that, Shurin? Mad. It's very upset now because we tried to call the dismiss button here. And something happened. Oh, that's helpful. Let's see what else it says. Most of these are constraint concerns. So let's take a look again at our HomeViewController. Does this still have that dismiss? Okay, so I'm going to move these up next to each other. And then dismiss is not in here anywhere. So we make this property animator. And it's fine when we give it a frame here. And then when we update its frame here, it's not happy anymore. Let's take a look at HomeViewController and see what's still in there. HomeViewController. Because, so this works. And ultimately, I would like to move that. So I want self dot slide up drawer view. We'll deal with the name later, but I don't like that about it. I want it like that. And then this thing's going to have control over its web view. That's what I want. Let's see how that does. Whoa, anger. Yeah, so it's going to be self.frame, it's going to be controller.view.frame. Controller. What did this originally say? Yeah, it's going to be self.frame. And then controller.view.frame. Controller.view.frame. Reference to property controller has to be scoped properly. There we go. And then in HomeViewController, which is what I'm assuming the issue is, self.slide up drawer view. Alright, let's see if that succeeds. Boom. See how it does. Ta-da! So that works. And then when we click this done button, it's going to get real mad. And we have to figure out why. Ready? Boom! So upset. Wow. Let's take a look at the done button real quick that we made. Bottom drawer view. So we got this done dismiss button. So for the dismiss button, we add this target. Oh, hello, Chelsea Troy. The target, look, I set the target to self.controller, thinking I was going to leave this method in the view controller, but it's here. So the target is actually self, and one day I'll learn to code. One day, one day. That's why I code with you. So you can point out these things to me. Come on. Yeah. Let's do it again. Oh, let's do it one more time. You know, we could even implement like a proper spinner on this and not whatever's happening right now where the spinner doesn't show up. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's rename some stuff while we're here. And by the way, we're not done because we still have to implement this in the other thingamabobber, in the MenuViewController. In here, we got to put it. But that's not where I want to be right now. I want to be in the HomeViewController, where we have this slide up drawer view, which I hate the name of. So I'm going to call it WebViewDrawer. And I'm also going to rename that WebViewDrawer, because who cares that it comes up from the bottom? What it does What it fundamentally does is it loads a web page. Hey, let me rename. Right click. There we go. I swear with the renaming, why does it take 80 years? Web view drawer. Why is it so hard to pronounce drawer? Are you serious? Web view drawer. What do you mean use of unresolved identifier? We made, oh, I see why. Here's WebViewDrawer. WebViewDrawer. And it's named WebViewDrawer. So what is the problem? Come on. What is the problem? Use of undeclared type WebViewDrawer. I am literally looking at a class called WebViewDrawer. And it's fine now. It just took it a second to catch up. I'm so peeved. All right, HomeViewController. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is hot. Don't just pick up a mug of hot tea like you don't have thumbs. Use the handle like an adult human, not like me. All right, so there's some other stuff in here that we want to refactor. We've talked about why we did it this way. We're going to come back to it, but the thing is, we successfully moved a lot of stuff into a custom view, which was easier than it would have been if we defined that view in the storyboard. So we defined that view programmatically, and we were able to move it, and that's great. So here's what we're going to do. Watch this. Alloy, this is not what we want to work on today. Well, it is, but later. All right, CD, whoa, stop moving, thing. It is so. There we go, git status. Yeah, so this is what changed. Git add -u, add everything that's already been committed or every file that's already tracked. And that should give us 3 green files. The project itself, our HomeViewController, and our WebViewDrawer. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're going to commit this as extract drawer that visits a web view. This must be like too long for my screen. Extract drawer that visits a web view from HomeViewController into its own class. There it is, folks. Git log -1 line. Our beautiful commit. Now we're going to use our drawer elsewheres. Let's use our drawer elsewheres. So let's go to our MenuViewController. So we already have this did cap to rate situation going on. Watch this. We're going to go to our main.storyboard, and we're going to implement this with our tags. So we got a bunch of buttons on here. Wow. Look how cute our app is getting. Okay. Here's our thing. We have this is a button, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, show it to me in the thing. There we go. That's a button. That's not a button yet. We'll deal with that later. That's a button. That's a button. Copyright's not a button. Don't worry about it. Buy the book. And then here, buy the book. Did I get this wrong? Let's look at the thing again. Where are we doing this? Oh, no, yeah, there is a buy the book thing, and then there's also buy the book where you go here. There are a lot of opportunities to buy the book, okay? So this is what we're gonna do, is I'm gonna literally steal that, and instead of this, I'm gonna put that in there. Not this one. The other one's prettier. We talked about why I'm not writing buy on Amazon on this application already. But this is going to need a gesture recognizer. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to the MenuViewController. I'm going to open it, Option Enter on the right. And I'm going to make I'm going to stick an outlet. By the book view. Yeah, and then I'm going to override func view, view did load. Am I doing this wrong? Have I forgotten yet again how to write code? No, I'm doing it correctly. Override func view did load. There it is. Look. Override func view did load. Super dot view did load. Yeah. And then what we're going to say is self dot by the book view dot add. Let's give it a second to catch up. I think I'm typing too fast for core Xcode, which is pretty amazing because I'm not a fast typist. We can also look at how the HomeViewController does this. So this is what we do. We make these tap gesture recognizers, and we add those gesture recognizers to various stuff. So this is literally exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to take it, like the thief I am, but this is going to be by the book view, by the book view. And we're just going to name this by book gesture. Refactor, rename. Or maybe we'll rename it tap to buy. What do you think? Buy the book gesture, tap to buy. Right now it doesn't want me to do anything. Oh my gosh, fine. We're going to name this function go to book sale. Let's take a look at how we do it in the HomeViewController. Look at go to blog post. Oh my god. Why are we moving so slow? Okay, sure. What is this thing? Ask for Siri. Oh man, it's so mad. Here we go. Jump to definition. You know what? I'll just find it. I don't care. Yeah. Okay, so check it out. So we're going to do a UI tap gesture recognizer. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so it's going to be a UI tap gesture recognizer. Here we go. Sender UI tap gesture recognizer. Why do we have to do it this way? Because you got to add these tap gestures if you're not using buttons and other things that are specifically set up to use IB actions such as this. Now, could we customize a button to look like the fancy thing that we have on our main.storyboard? Maybe. But it would be, no. I do not think that you can do a button with all these subviews and everything. So that's why we're doing it this way. We want our buttons to look pretty. The whole app is beautiful. I'm not going to have a beautiful app and just some random ugly buttons. It would be off-brand. Go to book sale. Yes. Now will it allow me to rename this? Because if it doesn't, I'm going to go rogue and I'm just going to rename it myself. It's thinking about it. Thank you. What'd we pick, people? Tap to buy. Okay. Yeah. So tap to buy is going to go to book sale. Now we need to add our drawer. So here's how that's going to work. Let WebViewDrawer, WebViewDrawer. Boom. In view did load. We're going to get a WebViewDrawer, just like we did in our HomeViewController. Excuse me. Yes. With our little setup code that we made here. It's very angry because I put something in the wrong place. WebViewDrawer is declared. Stop telling me that. It's upset because this needs to be a var in order to be reassignable when the OS initializes the MenuViewController. Otherwise, we have to initialize it ourselves, which is what that relatively cryptic error is about. Use of undeclared type WebViewDrawer. Now, you're just lying. Xcode and I are in a fight. I am not enjoying this behavior today. We need to have a little come to the judge meeting with Xcode today. WebViewDrawer. It is literally called WebViewDrawer. I am looking at it. It is called WebViewDrawer. Here we go. It's a WebViewDrawer. Let's see what the other issue was. WebViewDrawer. Is there something off with my locations of things? Here's WebViewDrawer. Here's MenuViewController. Here's HomeViewController. Oh gosh. So, but it's fine in the HomeViewController. Why? There's our WebViewDrawer. By the way, we're going to have to make our menu implement this. Like it has to be that. Unrelated, but we're going to get an error when we try to visit the web page if this is not implemented. And we need to implement, or import WebKit rather. To get that, let's just refresh it again and see. Why am I not seeing? Use of undeclared type WebViewDrawer. Here is WebViewDrawer. Which we are using the exact same way in the HomeViewController. And if I grab it and put it here, it should be exactly the same. What does this little M mean? Maybe that's the answer to why this is working and or not working here. It indicates that it's modified. This is a version control thing. It doesn't have to do with this. Well, what modifications did I make to the main.storyboard? Oh, I added. I changed this button. I wish we could fit this all a little closer together while we're here. Like that. Not even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I want to move. Whoa. Undo whatever I just did. Alright, well, it doesn't matter. This is not clear at all. It was clearer the other way. Whatever. Okay. So we were struggling with Xcode, use of undeclared type that works for another file. When a class used by another one included in a test target is not also included in a test target? What the heck? Select your file, then open the file inspector. Select your file. Well, which file? All right, let's try that. Open the file inspector. Select all this. If this is why, I'm going to be so upset. That's it. Xcode and I are in a fight. We are in a fight. We are arguing. We are not on good terms today. And then I want to say WebViewDrawer is also going to have to get added. Yeah. Let's try that again. Is it a one-time thing that time? On my honor. All right, is this where we did this? Okay, so now we have this thing that doesn't look right, but we'll deal with it later. Let's go over to the menu view controller where we have this thing. And now in our go to book sale thing, we're gonna do self.webViewDrawer. Is that what it's called? A WebViewDrawer? What is your problem now? Oh my god. Let's rebuild. It's upset because alright, let's revisit whatever's happening. Uncheck the test target. Uncheck the test target? I thought we wanted to check the test target. Alright, let's try cleaning and building. Alright, let's get rid of this. Product, clean build folder. Now what's it upset about? Product, build. Why does it succeed and then that happens? That doesn't make sense. Not part of compile sources. Well, why weren't they added to compile sources? Build phases, compile sources. Here's WebViewDrawer. Here's HomeViewController. Here's MenuViewController. They're all here. Also, make sure the file is part of the framework target. Well, let's check and see if it's in each of these. It doesn't appear to be in that one. WebViewDrawer. That one. Why would that be necessary? Let's see how that does. Well, that appears to work. That doesn't do anything yet. Let's go ahead and make that work before it changes its mind again. At the very least, what I want to do here is print book purchased. Ook purchased. Xcode, I have no patience for you today. So annoyed. I'm so annoyed. All right, book purchase runs. Great. So now if we come in here and we do self.WebViewDrawer. Doesn't want to autocomplete for me. That's pretty mean, but whatever. Let's just get it from here. This. Except whatever the URL is to buy the book, but that's fine. Menu. Where's the MenuViewController? Here we go. I'm going to steal it. And then we'll do let's do Scottish Gaelic. On Amazon. Which is apparently where we want to get it from. And ultimately we are going to extract that, but I just want to make sure it's working. There's no end. Boom, 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 boom. The done button is now missing. The done button is here, but it's not on this one. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break and then we'll come and figure that out.